What's going on, YouTubes? Time for the recap. If you missed the last video, I want to pick up some snippets. I'll put the whole video in the description, but check out a little bit of this. Employment report. Okay, so that's going to be 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. Central. And what we're going to wait for is you're going to wait for 7:30 a.m. Central to hit, and it's going to make hopefully a large candle on the 5-minute chart. You're going to fib out that high and that low, and I'll post a picture of it on X in the morning here and show you what plays that we're going to play. So hopefully you guys made her through the day. We ended up with just under $5,000 on the Express accounts, so not a bad day. Now we're going to go into a little bit of right. It's confirmation trading. We don't just guess. When it comes, and it might need another little down, doesn't matter. Whenever the uptrend produces itself on the Fibonacci high sequence, we are still going to target the 1-minute gaps that are way up here. Okay. So when the bounce happens, either after the 200 EMA hits, or maybe we get a little capitulation. No, one more little scary wick. It scares everybody that doesn't understand this stuff. And then, oh my God, the last little bit of fear. And then the new candle comes up for the daily, chases down the 10 SMA daily, chases down those 1-minute gaps, because we have amazing targets to the upside right. Sure do. Let's get into it. Let's take a peek at what we were just talking about there. One play posted for the day we'll go over as I posted for my chat here. Best case short entry into the 200 EMA as we've been discussing for days what was going to happen here. Let's get into it. So if you heard that little bit of snippet there, and I said we're going to come down after we do a few things, okay? We're going to go into the 5-minute. If you missed the last video, again, I will post it in the description if you want to check it out. Excuse me. The employment report was a 5-minute high-low, and I expressed that we were going to put a Fibonacci high-low, and then we catch range from this. So it doesn't matter if you fib it out high-low. The extension only matters when it breaks outside of the algo candle. So I draw it, obviously, both ways, right? So if we start holding that golden pocket up, we target the 1618. We hold the golden pocket down. We start targeting the 1618. It's really that simple. So as you heard in that video yesterday, I was saying that we're going to get that employment report candle. We're going to point it to the downside. We're going to come back, hopefully, for that 200 EMA. And if you were part of my chat this morning, I said, don't short anything out of the gate. We're probably going to shy it again, come up to the golden pocket, then fail, then hit the 200 EMA. And of course, in the last video as well, I said, well, it probably won't, there's a chance it bounces at the 200 EMA, which no problem. We just take the confirmation of trend afterward. But there's also a very big chance that it goes all the way down, gets low, like I said in that video, and then rocket fires back up after it drowns under the 200 EMA for just a little bit. And then it picks back up, right? So let's take a peek at this Fibonacci sequence, okay? So this one right here, I extend to the right, as always, and we look for over under the golden pocket. So the first play called was long, and then we just had to hold that 200 SMA. We had to stay inside the data candle, okay? So that's the ADP employment report. So again, we fib that high-low out, and then as soon as we held support above, we're going to go to the golden pocket. That was it. And then after that, I told my crew, I said, this is the end of the road here. Once it breaks down under the daily GP, so I want to show you that one real quick because we have the data on there, not the daily. And this was yesterday's candle. Like so. I'm going to change these white, actually gold for the color. So you can see where I took, 1 minute, the trades. So we made a couple of really big trades here on the way back down. That's not the 1 day, 1 minute. It's loading way too much. 5 day. There we go. Alrighty. So on the golden levels right here, the break of the 61.8s, okay? And that was where I was looking for a 3 down, 3 up, okay? And half this kind of happened in pre-market, but we had this opening range just squeeze up. And I was like, don't short anything. You're going to get murdered until we hit the GP because we have no GP of yesterday. So again, we just made gold levels on the high of yesterday and the low of yesterday. And those golden pockets are pretty much in line, very close to, except for that 38.20 with the algo in the pre-market right here. High-low fibs, right? So as we told everybody, do not short out of the gate. It's going to force up. I missed most of this long. I only wanted to utilize a counter trend short. So I went with the golden pocket like this. I changed it orange on the screen. And for my crew, we look for 3 downs on the way to the 200 EMA. So I said the second we close some candles, and I got in a little early. I was like right here. I was getting in short. I said right as we come out of the golden pocket area right here from the daily, we're going to head right to that 200 EMA, and that was the plan, okay? And on ES, that whole breakdown of the 200 EMA was about 45 points. We caught 33, 15, 17, and a couple other little ones on the way through. This candle is the one that I posted for the crew right here on whatever chart that was. Probably nowhere near what I'll find right off the bat here. It might have been this one. Of course not. Lesson? Nope. What would that be? Gaps chart? Nope. I always cycle these charts over and over and over and over and over again. YouTube? Nope. Maybe I deleted it. That's very, very common to me. Holy smokes, we found it. Okay. Best influencer alive. YouTube at me, baby. All right. So the last couple of trades that I took for my team here, I said the best case short entry is in a 3 down. The market loves intraday moves in 3. So when we called the top breakdown here, we're looking for a 3-piece under the golden pocket. So what's that look like? Well, here's the top of the day. First move would be leg 1, 2, 3, right? This is confirmation of trend. That's all it is. You don't short bottoms, you don't long tops. You follow trend, right? The MACD was already looking weak, so was the RSI. VIX was looking pretty good off the half candle retrace bounce. So we called the best entry short is off this 200 pop into the VWAP in 100 EMA. So I shorted here and had a big order fishing out here for a bunch of ESs to grab. We got that. We panicked all the way down, nailed the 200 EMA target. The rest is history. And then later on, I put another orange zone right here for another call, and I said, we're actually going to go lower. Why are we going to go lower? Well, the Fibonacci from the algo right here, again, high-low, just like we explained in the last video I was going to do, pointed to the downside. There's the 1618, and that's where I put target short. So I put a little orange level, and I said, if price action stays under orange level, under 200 SMA, under 572, right? That is the bottom of the algo from pre-market. We stay under that, we travel to the 1618 extension. So I made a little picture here and I said, short target, guys, stay under. So you had this whole consolidation zone of short all the way down to the next target, another 34 points after the bounce. So that was all the intraday trading. It was a fantastic, fantastic day. A little bit of an intraday algo here as well, interestingly enough. Now what's next? Well, as I discussed in the last 2 videos already, we are going to be going up to those 1-minute lovely things upstairs there to the last couple days. Let me delete these so you can see kind of what I'm looking at a little cleaner here. So remember the 1-minute gaps that we had put in on the big breakdown candle here. We also have the 10 SMA back test, and we wanted that after the 200. So again, I've seen lots of people talking about, oh, we tagged the 200 DMA or whatever the hell they were using. That's not even close. You need a 200 EMA on Thinkorswim to get some real data on there. I don't know what you guys are using, but don't use it. So once we hit the 200 EMA, we knew we had room down to the 200s. We hit the SMA, then the EMA. Now we can find confirmation. Does it stay above the 569.11, right? Because remember, this guy here has no GP. We talked about him many times this last week at 3.3, okay? That's the date. He has no golden pocket tag on his fib, which means if the 1618 holds, comes up and it breaks out of the hundo, hits our 10 SMA target, hits our golden pocket target, okay? So we are going to watch for any hold above this 1618, 569.11, all the way to the GP. The one target we're going to stop and hit at first is this 10 SMA daily. We don't have any tags of him, okay? Remember in the last couple of videos we went through and we said, well, we broke him way back down here, leaving another wide open GP, and he never came back to us. We got really close right here on the 3-3 candle, but she shied and ran away. So that means off the 200s, we have a really, really clean move to assume that we could hold down here at the 200s and move back up to the 10 for confirms. Now, we're not talking about reversals. We're not talking about any kind of anything else. We do further expect capitulation down, and I expect the SPY near 550 before any kind of hardcore bouncing. I've been calling for an 8 to 12% in 2025 correction from an all-time high. Here's your all-time high. Where's my target 550? 10.6%. Sounds a lot close to 8 to 12% to me. I have a whole live video explaining that, and tomorrow we're going to do another live stream. I'm going to give away a Top Step account, and I'm going to break down this whole thing of what has potential next. So I'm not going to go into the long-term breakdown. Tune in tomorrow for it. I'll give you those 2 short-term targets if we bounce off the 200, but if we don't, we capitulate further. We stay under the 579. Tune in tomorrow because I'm going to give you a whole breakdown just like we did prior to the NVIDIA dump. So if you want to watch me trade live and call these little best practices, best areas that I showed out to my team in our Discord, links in the description. If you want to tune into the next video for free, that is also fine. But you should comment on this video because that gets you entered to win a Top Step account. As long as you're subscribed, and I can see that on the YouTube, and you are on this channel, leave a comment on any video from this week. Monday, and now it is Friday. So any 5 of those days. Tomorrow I'll be picking a random day of the week, Monday through Friday. And we're going to pick it, and we're going to pull it, and we're going to grab a name from that day. Doesn't matter what it is, from the comment section. So all you got to do is comment. And if you really want better chances to win, comment. Go back and comment on every single one, because I'm going to pick one day at random. All right, my friends. Hope you had as good as Friday as we did in the group. Another Green Day locked in the books. We're nearing 150 straight consecutive Green Days. We locked in another $2,500 Top Step payout. That brings us to $33,000 plus since February. So congrats to everybody taking the calls. Congrats to everybody in the community. We had a really good week. We're going to close down now for the weekend until the live tomorrow. I was going to say one other thing. We're going to close down till... Nah, I'll save that one. I'll save that one. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll see you tomorrow for the live. That is going to be at noon Central. Okay? Noon Central time. That's when the giveaway starts. Got to be there to get winning. So we'll see you then. Take care. Trade safe.